Morning to all of you. Yesterday we have seen refraction through glass prism. So you have to find out the angular deviation. So I am repeating the diagram. Glass prism, refraction. Incident ray, which is the point P. Normal. When towards normal, it's in the point say Q. The angle is I. The angle is R. Again draw normal to the point Q. Normal number 2 is normal number 1. ABC is your triangle. ABC your. This ray is coming from density driver, then taken from normal. So your emergent ray, your incident ray, and PQ is refracted ray. And this angle is defined as angle of emergence. E. Angle of emergence. And angle of incident at this point I am marking as R2. Point A. This angle is not the same as the angle. So what is the angular deviation? Angular deviation means the angle made by the emergent ray with the direction of incident ray. So incident ray is second to the back. Emergent ray is also extended to the back. This angle is delta, that is called deviation, angle made by the emergent ray with the direction of incident ray. Let this point be marked as R. So your aim is to find out angular deviation. What is angular deviation? Point number 1, angular deviation. That is delta. For that, you can look at the triangle. Triangle P point is P, point is Q, point is R. And your delta is the exterior angle. Delta is the exterior angle. So we have to find out the delta from this triangle PQR. Triangle PQR, we are taking angle P. What will be this angle? This angle plus this angle will give you the value of delta. Full angle is I. Therefore, this full angle will be equal to I. But this angle is R1. This angle is I minus R. This angle is I minus R. Full angle is I. This angle is I. This angle is also This angle is I minus R1. Similarly, what will be this angle? This angle of so that this much angle is angle of emergence, so this angle will be equal to angle of emergence. This much angle is R2, so this angle will be equal to E minus R2. This angle is E minus R. So I am writing this E minus R. So angular deviation from the triangle PQR we are taking, that is I minus R1 this angle plus this angle, I minus R1 plus E minus R. This is equal to I plus together minus R1 minus R2 minus this is number 1. This is the deviation as per the triangle PQR we are taking. Angular deviation is angle of incidence plus angle of emergence minus R1 plus R2. R2 is the angle inside. Next point is we have to recognize R1 plus R2. We don't know what is R1 plus R2. We have to find it. Point number 2. We are taking the quadrilateral. This is the meeting point of two normals. Let it be at the point S. And here on the top is A. Top point is A. So look at the quadrilateral A, B, S, Q. We are taking the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral A, B, S, Q. A, B, S, Q. Quadrilateral. We are adding all angles, sum of all four angles equal to 360 degrees. First is angle A, angle B made by normal, angle S, and angle B. Angle A plus angle B plus angle at S plus angle at Q equal to 360. Sum of all the four angles. That is equal to 360 degrees. What is the angle at P? Angle at P is angle made by normal, so that is P 90. Again, angle Q, that is angle made by full angle. Made by normal, the full angle is also 90 degrees. So angle A plus angle P is 90 degrees, angle S 1 degree plus angle Q again 90 degrees. That is equal to 360 degrees. That is equal to 360. So angle A plus angle S equal to 90, 90, 190, 190, 190 equal to number 2. So we are taking the quadrilateral, angle A means angle of prism, and B means that quadrilateral prism is made by normal. So angle B is 90 degrees, angle B is 90. Point number 3. We have to take a small triangle here, triangle PSQ. In that angle R1 is there, and R2 is there, and S is also there. So triangle PSQ, triangle PSQ, R1 plus R2 plus angle S equal to 190 degree. PSQ triangle. R1 is here, R2 is there, S, all the three angles 190 degree. So this is equation number 3. Then equation number 2 and 3. Here it is angle S 190 degree. Here also angle S 190 degree. So from equation 2 and 3, we see that angle A is equal to R1 plus R2. The angle of the prism is R1 plus R2. So from equation 2 and 3, we are getting the important result. A is equal to angle A. R1 plus R2. We write A equal to R1 plus R2. Equation number 4. Equation number 4. So R1 plus R2, the angles of refraction there inside the glass prism. R1 and R2, we have seen that. So A equal to R1 plus R2, substitute this value in equation number 1. So what is the deviation? So we are going to get the angular deviation. We are getting what result, final result of angular deviation. So equation number 1 becomes now deviation is equal to I plus E. R1 plus R2 is A. So you can write minus. Very important equation for angular deviation. If I is the angle of incidence, E is the angle of emergence, and A is the angle of prism, then angular deviation can be calculated by the equation delta equal to I plus E minus A, where A can be recognized as R1 plus R2. Equation you have to remember. So I am marking this equation. So you can calculate the angular deviation as angle of incidence if you are changing. If you change the angle of incidence, angular deviation also will change. Because equation is the delta equal to I plus E, so it depends upon angle of incidence. You take angle of incidence 30 degree, 35 degree, 40, 45, 60, 65, you can take, you have to perform this experiment in the lab also and you have to plot a graph. Next is we are going to plot a graph between angle of deviation with angle of incidence. That is the next step. So angle of incidence will change, angle of deviation also will change, and see what kind of variation we are expecting. So next is variation of angle of deviation with angle of incidence. Variation of angle of deviation with angle of incidence. Angle of deviation is plotted along y-axis. Angle of incidence is plotted along x-axis. As angle of incidence increases initially, 30 degree, 35 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree, when it increases, deviation value is decreasing initially. As I increases, the deviation value decreases. Increase and decreases reaches to a minimum value. After that, with increase in angle of incidence, deviation also increases. So this is the pattern of the graph. As I increases, initially deviation decreases and coming to a minimum value. After that, deviation increases with increase in angle of incidence. At this particular point, the deviation we call it as a minimum deviation, delta minimum. That is the minimum value of deviation. Okay, just below that is not possible. That is the minimum deviation possible. Okay. So at this condition, you can examine I is equal to angle of incidence will be equal to angle of emergence. Except this value, you can say for any other deviation, you can see two values of angle of incidence, I1 and I2. Values. So this is a variation of angle of deviation with angle of incidence. As I increases, initially the deviation decreases and coming to a minimum value, and this called minimum deviation marked as delta minimum, delta m. After that, it increases. At this minimum deviation, if you check angle of incidence and angle of emergence, if it is that degree, emergence also will be that degree, they are equivalent. Okay, so this is the case. Now we are going to derive what is the prism formula. Lens formula, lens makers formula. Similarly, we are making an equation for prism, that's called prism formula. It's the equation involving refractive index of the prism, angle of prism, and the minimum deviation. Okay, for that, what are the necessary things? So this equation we require. Next is how to get prism formula. Discuss refraction through prism and get prism formula. Deviation is I plus E minus A, and where A equal to R1 plus R. When we use the point here, Snell's law refraction at P, you will get the refractive index of the lens prism material. Lens at P, use Snell's law. That relates refractive index with the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction of the point P. So refractive index of prism is equal to sine of angle of incidence divided by sine of angle of refraction. This is at P1. If you know the value of I and R1, you can find out the refractive index of this. So we are going to get the value of I when deviation is minimum. So when delta is equal to delta minimum, the important is I is important point that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. So look at this equation. So what is the equation of the delta? So delta comes to this case. Delta becomes delta minimum. At this condition, I and P are same. So P I write I minus A. Equal to I minus A. It is delta minimum. So I will be equal to A plus delta M equal to 2I. I is equal to A plus DM divided by. When angle of deviation is minimum, what is the value of angle of incidence is there? I is equal to A plus dm by 2. That is the first point. And what will be the value of the P? R1 and R, when angle of incidence I is equal to E, R1 and R2 value also will be equal. So when delta is equal to Pn, I is equal to P, not only I is equal to P, R1 also R2, they are also equal because incident ray, emergent ray will be equally inclined to the refracting surface. I will make a diagram for that. So minimum deviation refraction glass prism at minimum deviation. The diagram will become exactly what the pattern. Minimum deviation means angle of incidence and angle of emergence, they will be equal. So the refracted ray will be exactly parallel to the base. Refracted ray will be exactly, so the diagram is asked to, so it will be a refracted ray exactly parallel, and incident ray and the emergent ray are equally inclined to the refracted surface. But this angle here, so this is I and E are equal. So R1 and R2 they are the ray diagram when deviation is minimum. The incident ray and emergent ray are equally inclined to the refracting faces and the refracted ray is parallel to the base. So when deviation is minimum, I is equal to E and R1 equal to R2. So from this equation, A equal to R1 plus R2 and going by that A equal to R2 I divided by R1. So it is 2R1 equal to A, so R1 plus is equal to A. So we are substituting in this Navier-Stokes fraction P n equal to so n equal to sine I as A plus Bm by 2 divided by sine R1 sine A1. This is known as Poisson. This equation involving refracted angle of prism and minimum deviation. So discuss refraction through glass prism and get prism formula. Angular deviation, all of you write this in the copy. Angular deviation equation is I plus E minus A 5 times. Angle A equal to R1 plus R2. When it is a minimum deviation, I is A plus dm by 2 and R1 is A by 2. And that equation is n equal to sine A plus dm by 2 upon sine A by 2. This we call it as a prism formula. Question for deviation, all should know. Akshita Jain, what is the equation for deviation through prism? Deviation.
Sine A plus minimum deviation upon 2 sine A upon say sine A by 2.
Prism formula, I am just asking what is the equation for deviation? Delta I plus
E minus A.
I plus E minus A. What is the relation between A and R1 and R2? Jaswin Jose.
A equals to R1 plus R2.
A equal to R1 plus. Okay, good. So usually in the lab we give equilateral glass prism. Equilateral glass prism. What will be angle A?
60 degree.
60 degree. Usually numericals are with the equilateral glass prism. Suppose the angle of prism is very small. Angle of prism is very small. For example, 5 degree, 6 degree, 7 degree. Then how will you find out angular deviation? Angular deviation equation is I plus E minus A. So we are to find out that. What is the angular deviation? For deviation for small angled prism. This was 1 mark question, board question. The value will be given to you particular angle by 6 degree and refract index and find the deviation. The next is deviation for a small angled prism. Small angle. Angle A, 5 degree, 6 degree, 7 degree, 8 degree, up to 10 degree. For a small angle prism, small angle prism, you have to find out the deviation. Equation for deviation is I plus E minus A. So two refraction we are showing here. This is here I and the refracted rays here, the angle is R1. At this point, R2 and angle emergency. So we have to use Maxwell refraction at the point P and at the point P. One is rare tensor, another is from tensor. At P, n equal to sine pi divided by sine r. But here the condition is I and R1 are very small, it is a small angle prism. So sine I can be written as I, R, sine R can be written as R1. They are small angles. I divided by R. So I is equal to n R1. So I is equal to n R1. Right. Acute refraction from denser to rarer and P is rarer to denser. So refractive index of the material will be equal to refractive index of prism है तो उल्टा लिखना पड़ेगा. Okay, it will be equal to sine E divided by sine. Okay, sine R2 divided by sine E लिखना है, then it will be equal to 1 upon 10 because here and stand for refractive index of prism. We are writing in the reverse column sine E divided by sine. There are very small values E divided by R, which means that E is equal to n R. Substituting these equations in equation number 1, we are getting the delta. Delta is equal to n R1 plus n R2 minus n is common here. R1 plus R2 minus A. R1 plus R2 is again A. Then A minus A. That is n minus 1. A small angle of the prism. Deviation for a small angle prism is n minus 1 into A. If n is 1 thing and small angle prism is 1, you can find out the deviation for a small angle prism. So the board question was like this: calculate the deviation produced for a glass prism or refractive index 1.5 and angle of prism is 6 degree. This was a 1 mark question. So write this equation 5 times in the calculator. Small angle prism, what is the angular deviation? Delta equal to n minus 1 into A. So write this numerical. It was a 1 mark question. How do we write that? Calculate the deviation produced for a glass prism of refractive index 1.5 and angle of prism is 6 degree. And angle of prism is 6 degree. Angular deviation to 6 degree. When it is going to 6 degree, automatically you have to remember in mind, okay, small angle. Tabhi equation use kar sakte. Okay. So calculate the deviation produced for a prism of refractive index 1.5 and angle of prism is 6 degree. Write the equation, substitute the value.
3 degrees.
Yes. 3 degree. N minus 1 into it. 1.5 minus 1 into 6 degree. That is 0.5 into 6. Next numerical for you. Do it in the copy. Calculate angle of minimum deviation. Calculate angle of minimum deviation and refractive index of an equilateral glass prism. Of an equilateral glass prism. Angle of incidence is 50 degree, 50. Angle of incidence is 50 degree, 50 degree. I repeat, calculate angle of minimum deviation and refractive index of an equilateral glass prism, angle of incidence 50 degree. PM and equilateral glass prism, A is going to have 60 degree, angle of incidence 50 degree, equations are in front of you, you can calculate the value and I will ask then on that time on you have to give the answer, don't shout the answer. Delta equal to I plus E minus A, minimum deviation, and it is minimum deviation, I is also equal to E. I is given 50, so E also will be equal to 50, A is 60 degree. So what is the minimum deviation? Current?
20 degrees.
Eh?
20 degrees.
Minimum deviation?
Yes, sir.
No. Mohammed?
40 degree.
40 degree. Friends, Vijay?
Yes, sir.
What the angle of minimum deviation?
So 40 degree.
Delta equal to I plus E minus A. You have to find out minimum deviation. When E is given, I is equal to E. I is given as 50 degree. E is also equal to 50 degree. Okay. Therefore, minimum deviation is I plus I. Both are same minus A. A is given as 60 degree. 2I minus A. That is 2 into 50 minus 60. 100 minus 60 equal to 40. Next is refractive index. N equal to sine A plus Bm by 2 divided by sine A by 2. Sine A 60 plus 40 divided by 2 divided by sine 60 by 2. That is sine 100 by 2 sine 50 degree. Log table say you have to take that value and divide by sine 30. Sine 30 value. Sine 30 value is equal to half. Sine 50 from log table you have to take, it is 0.766 divided by half. Having 0.66 into 2, that is 1.1. There will be natural sine, what is the angle value for 50 degree that you have to take here. So this is the numerical correspondingly. So prism section is very important one. Every year there will be, or alternate year there will be question regarding the prism. Or should practice the prism, not only this prism, and PIR glass prisms also are very important. Okay, thank you. Your time is over. We'll continue the next class.